Hello, everyone. I normally don't get into politics. I'm not a fan of politics, but I was just watching a video by Rebel, and I find it astonishing that Trump is willing to hurt so many people. Well, here I live in Puerto Rico. I don't live in the States, but I'm from there. I was born in New York, raised in New York, so I am American, and it drives me insane how a person whose mother, because Trump's mother was an immigrant, Trump's wife is an immigrant, Trump's ex-wife, the mother of his children, is an immigrant. How can he be making such a fuss over a wall that, hello, you make a bigger wall, they're gonna make a hole under it. This is not the issue. This is not the issue to be discussed. What about school reform? What about crime? What about racism? These are things that need to be discussed. Not a wall that does nothing. This is the issue with people putting into office someone who has no qualifications. Just because he had money did not mean he was qualified to be the president of the United States. And now here he is. Now we have him here. And now he's about to allow 38 million people. Here in Puerto Rico, at least, most people, yes, live on food stamps. Myself included. Not because we don't want to work, not because we're lazy. It's because there isn't work. So what do you do with those people who can't work? With the children, I have two. I have a special needs child and a 1-year-old. What am I supposed to tell my children when they're hungry? I'm sorry, there's no work, and Trump feels like having a hissy fit because something he wants isn't even important. He's willing to allow you to starve my children. I've always worked. I've worked since the age of 15. But right now, Puerto Rico, there isn't work. And yeah, some people probably say, oh, you're just making excuses. My husband and I have filled out so many job applications. We've gone on so many different kinds of interviews. And either they find us too qualified or they find us underqualified. Even for fast food, they've considered my husband and I overqualified. My husband because of the amount of job experience he has, and me because of the education I have. They say that a criminology, someone with a criminal justice associate should not be flipping burgers. But if that's what there is, if there's nothing else, I would give my life for my children. But now this man who has children himself is willing to let children, elderly, and people that's not that they don't want to work, it's that there isn't work. He's willing to let them starve just to get what he wants. This is a temper tantrum not even my children have. I have a son who's about to turn 10, and he has never had a temper tantrum as big as Trump. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? This is like such a stupid thing to be fighting about. Like I said before, there are so many other things. Gun issues, there are violence, there are issues within the gay and lesbian and bisexual and transgender communities. There are so many other issues that should be taken care of, and they're not because they're thinking of Trump's big wall to go with his big ego. Trump, I hope you see this, and I hope you know that you're the most ignorant person I have ever heard of, or seen, or had the disgusting experience to know of. I hope this reaches everywhere, because this isn't a game. You're holding children's lives in your hands, and all you want is a stupid wall that's not going to work. Grow up.